Okay, we got 275. We're gonna see how this goes.
So I had someone make a really solid point earlier in my comments, and he was like, "Why do you make videos just like going up a plate, like starting from 225 to 315 to 405?" Whereas in reality, a lot of people just don't progress like that, right? And they do it in increments, like oh, I finally hit 225, and now I'm about to go up to 245, 275, and stuff like that. Where they do like 20-pound jumps, 10-pound jumps, because again, like weight, it starts getting harder the more you progress, right? Your progression tends to slow as the weight increases. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 275, and where does that place you, right? First off, 275 is some heavyweight. I don't care how much you weigh. I mean, obviously, once you weigh a little bit more, it will get easier and it should be easier. But again, 275 is some heavyweight. Like if you're under 200 and you're benching like 275, like you're 175, or you're anything below that too, like you are strong. Like that tells me you put the time and effort into the gym. You have a nice structured program for your chest, for your bench days. Probably your antagonistic muscles like your back. It tells me you have a pretty good structure. That or you're just genetically gifted. Because most people like can't even bench 225, and you're over here putting an extra 50 pounds on that bar, right? First off, respect and kudos to you. You're strong, and I respect that. And 275 is weight you'd have to respect, right? When I do my warm up sets, right? So I just recently had a PR 385, right? And I'm super happy about it. But when I do my warm up sets, right? Like, how I have 110 pounds on 275. When I warm up with my bench, I like to do 135 for 5 or 6. And then I'll do 185, right? I'm going up in small increments. After 185, I'll do 275. Oh wait, I'm tripping. 185, 225. I'm not doing that like that kind of jump. That's no. And then 225, I'll do like 185. I'm doing like 3 reps. 225, I'm doing about 3 reps too. I used to do 1 rep for 225, but I'm like I want to put some more blood flow into my muscles before I go a little heavier. And then once I get to 275, I'm doing 1 rep, right? Everything after 225, like especially 275, is 1 rep after that. And let me tell you why, because it's heavy. And for me, like it looks fast, but it's weight you have to respect, especially if I want to lift heavy, really heavy today, right? Like see if I could go for a top set, something close to my PR. You want to make sure you're not taxing your muscles, right? And again, a bench press is a compound movement, but like it really incorporates your upper body, like your pectoralis major, your front delts, and your triceps, right? And you don't want to tax those muscles, especially if you're going for a top set. And so my thinking, right, since 275 is what you have to respect no matter what body weight you're at, I'm going for 1 rep. And the reason I'm telling you this is because it's heavy. It's still heavy. It might look easy for me, but it's weight you have to be mindful of, right? And something you have to be smart about. That's just me going off a tangent of just saying like 275 doesn't matter what weight you are, like it's weight where it's like it will remain heavy if not like careful, right? So if me seeing someone especially lighter than me, because I'm like 215, like yeah, 275 is like above average for someone my body weight, but it's nothing crazy. But like I see someone under 200 pounds benching 275, like yeah, dude, you're a monster. And I have a lot of respect for you. I have a lot of respect for anyone who's benching 275. I have respect for you if you're benching 135. But 275 shows me that you're dialed into the gym. You're either, especially if you're like way below 200, like you're dialed in, your diet's probably good, or you're just a genetic freak and you come in and you just bench whenever or whenever, wherever, however you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like there are people like that, like like outliers and stuff like that. But yeah, like 275 also is a good indicator, right? Where, like I said, how I jump up into increments um, when I'm warming up or when I'm trying to hit a PR and stuff like that. That's how progression is, right? You don't go from like someone made a comment earlier, going back to that in the intro. You don't make like progress from 135 to 225 and 315. No. 275 is pretty much like you are a lot like an inch closer to 315. 275 is probably somewhere where you are like happy but unsatisfied because you're halfway to 315. You're not even halfway. You're 40 pounds away from 315. You know you're stronger than the average person. You know you're stronger than the average gym goer, but you're not satisfied from that 315, right? But you are probably one of the strongest people in the gym because most people I've seen, I don't even bench 275. And I've seen people, I go to a warehouse gym. And if you don't know, warehouse gyms are considered the gyms where people are like, oh, I consider lifting more than a hobby. I think of it as a lifestyle, and they can't even bench 225, right? And I've seen some people who look athletic and muscular, and they're struggling on 275, like for one. And again, that's not me putting them down. That's just showing how strong of a bench this is, right? How, like, this doesn't matter how big you get. Like I said earlier, this is still some heavy weight, some weight you need to respect. And take it slow, and proper form, proper training, proper diet, that all comes into play when benching weight like this. Because 275, you're getting close to the 300s. You're getting close to people like not. I mean, you're already having people look at you, seeing if you could bench it, but you're getting close to like elite numbers depending on your body weight. That's pretty much my take on 275. It's a weight you need to respect no matter what, no matter what like, are you advanced, elite, stuff like that. It's a weight that needs to be held with high regard. And that's my thoughts on it. And if you guys have any questions, comments, like stuff you want me to talk about, just let me know. Leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to it. I will eventually. Thank you guys.